Welcome to the top items which you can get. I might have titled this top 10 items or whatever, but I'm not going to rank it by thing because it's just a bit stupid to compare sometimes between, like, if you want to look at, say, best infantry versus cavalry. But I'm just going to generally touch on the subject and tell you which ones to get and which not. So some of them you get for free. What I generally advise is to always go for the best of a class. So for infantry we have the Enfield, which you should really get, very powerful, adds a lot of damage. And I got two because I think one you unlock by conquest, one I bought in the shop. Yeah, so the Enfield makes generally sense. The artillery quadrant, the binoculars, and the Browning pistol. All of these, get each one of them. I think you probably only can get one. Oh, actually, can you get more than one? Think of the best ones, you only can get one if I'm not wrong. Yeah, now right now in the shop I don't see anything better. Good, so we have that. So these are all important, get all of them. And the next thing which you should do is get the ambulance. Let's see if you can get more than one ambulance. I'm not sure, and I don't want to refresh now because it costs me medals. Maybe for the sake of the video. You know what, for the sake of the video. Okay, no, it doesn't seem like it. But let's quickly level out, check. Okay, it doesn't seem to be possible to get more than one ambulance. Maybe by the new conquest? Nah, but you get another binoculars, which is really nice. What do I still get here? Here in the 1914 one, you would still get a second Browning pistol, so a second cavalry. So it seems by doing all the conquests, mega tasks, you can get all of the best, your best items twice, which is really good for your two best generals. So get the ambulances, and I would still advise you to get canvas tents. They're pretty useful. Put them on your generals. And the way I usually put my my things on is you choose your best general and you add the best items. So for Robert Lee, who is my best infantry, since I changed him a lot, I will give him. Now I'm not quite sure yet if he's worth the best, ambulance or healing item. So I'm going to give him a canvas tent, and then I'm going to give him the Enfield. So that's how I usually go. I don't take too much damage. I wanted the units heal a bit. They might become damage machines, but they won't survive long term, which is pretty important in almost anything. Maybe except campaign, it's not as important. So yeah, that's which items you should get. Now, if you have a lot of generals, so for example, the thing is you most only use like 8 generals. You can only use 8 per conquest, so it doesn't make sense to get a ton of them. But if you have, for example, if you're really cavalry strong player, or really infantry heavy player, then I'd still advise you to get the second best item. So for example, here, increased cavalry, the Colt revolver. If you're a very cavalry heavy player, but I would only advise you get the best of the best, so all of the best, and it only costs gold this time, so no medals, so there's no big downside to doing this. Every single item costs gold, and some of them can be unlocked through the conquest achievements. I think, wait, so 61 you get, canvas tent, not as impressive. Now, from 65 on, you always get the best one, so you get the best infantry, 14 you get the best cavalry, and 18 you get the best artillery. So try to get these achievements, even though they're quite hard, and otherwise buy the best things. Don't go for anything cheaper. You get a lot of those things for free here, which you can put in your lesser generals. For example, if you like a very artillery heavy if you have an artillery heavy campaign, then it makes sense to maybe still add these to your weaker generals. Otherwise, for example, the army flag, you can sell it, but you don't really get a lot of gold for it, so you just as well can keep it and put in your lesser generals, which you like these here, which you probably won't really use, but if you ever need to, then they have an item. Otherwise, you sell it. Useless. Well, this has been a short video. Don't forget, I need more subscribers. There's 25% of you who actually subscribed, who are watching this, so 75% of you, why haven't you hit the sub button yet? I would love it. Anyways, thank you for watching. Have a nice and bye.